Of course, now that we've added a friend, we need to be able to accept a friend request, and we have all the methods on our user model already there to do that, and we've built these all out so we can just use them within our friend controller. So we need to create a new method inside of this controller to accept a friend request. We need to create the root for this, and then we can link up our buttons on our profile page. So we have a get accept method here, and that's going to take in a username. And before we do anything here, let's just die dump the username again just to make sure this is working. I'm going to head over to our roots. I'm going to copy this, paste this in, and we're going to say friend accept username rather than friend add username. So we're going to change the name of this to friend.accept, and we can hook this up on our profile page. So here is our accept friend request button. We can just change this over to root friend.accept, and we obviously need to pass in that username here. And that's username. So let's check this out. We have our friend request sent and we're waiting for Dale to accept it. Over on our other user, we can now click accept friend request, and that's going to, of course we didn't change over the root method here, so that will be get accept instead. That's why it went through to that. So again, we can come over here and we can accept the friend request, and we see Alex. So the whole process now, if we're over in friends, we see our friend request, we click on this, we view this profile, and we click accept, and then we actually accept the friend request, and then we become friends, which we've already seen in our list. So to actually accept a friend request, like I said, this is pretty straightforward. All we need to do is the same here. We grab the user, so we can actually copy and paste this line down just to make our lives a little bit easier. And again, we want to check if the user can be found or not. So we are having a little bit of duplication here, but you can implement protected or methods on this controller to check this if you want to. Now, the next check is whether we've actually received a friend request from this user, because we can't accept a friend request from a user we haven't received a request from. That makes sense. So we're going to use the has friend request received method that we added here. That will check our friend requests for that particular user, and then we'll know whether they have sent us a request or not. Otherwise, we would be able to accept friend requests from people who haven't added us. So we're going to say if not auth user, and then we use that has friend request received method. We pass in that use that we've just pulled in. We just want to return and redirect back to the home page. We don't really want to display a message. We'll just kick the user off somewhere because they're obviously trying to do something dodgy at this point. Now, otherwise, we're ready to accept the friend request. So we say auth user, so the currently authenticated user, accept friend request, passing in that user. Remember, we have our accept friend request method just here. And then after we've done that, we can return back to the profile page and say you've accepted their friend request. So we can return, redirect, and we'll do this on a new line to a particular route, which is profile.index, passing in that user's username so we land on the right profile. And we're going to display a message. So we'll say friend request accepted. And there we go, so we're done. So let's check this out then. We're obviously waiting on this one, and this has a friend request. So we're going to click accept, and okay, so we've got an error. Let's just check this out, line 69. Of course, missing a ending semicolon. So let's go back to here, go back again, and we're going to click accept, and there we go, friend request accepted. So we've now on Alex's profile, and we see Alex's friends. Over here, we're on Dale's profile, and we see a list of Dale's friends, and we see you and Dale Garrett are friends. And obviously on here, you see you and Alex Garrett are friends. So we have now successfully accepted a user's friend request. We can test this with other users as well. So for example, let's just go over to my profile, and I'm going to add Billy as a friend. So I'm going to search for Billy. We're obviously not friends, so I can click add as friend. I'm waiting for that request. Let's just sign out of Dale's account here and we'll sign in as Billy. And we go over to our friends list here. You can even show something on the home page if you wanted to. And you see friend requests, so I click on that, I view Alex's profile, I accept, and there we go. So now Alex has 2 friends. Billy, which is myself here in this browser, has 1 friend. And we have this problem here, which is a button showing add as friend. So we need to fix this up now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to modify our profile here. You see we've got this else statement here. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to change this into an else if, and we're going to say if auth user ID doesn't equal the current user ID, because we don't want to add ourselves, then we won't see that. So we can refresh here like that. So let's check what's going to happen if we are trying to add ourselves as a friend. So I'm currently signed in as Billy. I'm going to try and add Billy. And we see waiting for Billy Garrett to accept our friend request. So this is a problem. Let's go ahead and delete that record here. So that's 3 adding 3. So it's adding yourself as a friend. So we need to kind of take this into account when we're actually adding a friend. So we can add another if statement just up here. And we can say if auth user ID equals user ID. We just want to return and redirect back to the home route. We don't want to do anything because of the users, again, obviously trying to do something dodgy. So I'm signed in now on this browser as Billy. I'm going to try and add myself as a friend via the URL. And that doesn't work. We're just redirected back to the home page. So we can't add ourselves as a friend now. So that's it. We've tested this out. We've found a few problems, but we've fixed them up. And we can now add and accept friend requests.